Okay, so right now I want to speak to you about sleepmaxing. I want to speak to you about the true benefit of sleep and why you should be the kind of person who boosts your sleep. Somebody who maximizes the amount of hours that they get and the quality of the time that they get whenever they're in bed. Pause. Yeah, so last night, I want to tell you the story, okay? Hear me out. I'm here in the forest with Dean. Dean is a good boy, and I love him. So last night, I went to sleep, and I did a few habits before sleep that I'm gonna mention into this video, but I did a few habits before sleep, and I slept, and when I woke up, I decided to go back to sleep, but not this time. This time it's not like really sleeping, it's like just being there in bed, conscious, but kind of like thinking and drifting off. What they call the hypnagogic state. You understand? That's where your brain is in an alpha or theta brain waves. Those are the brain states. You understand? So at that point your thoughts are very vivid. They are clear, they're like dreams. You understand? So I was in that state and I had a lot of experiences. A lot. I'll call them astro experiences. And all these experiences left me with a certain feeling when I woke up. I woke up feeling a bit disoriented, feeling like off, like so good. I'm feeling so healthy. Like I went to bed sick. I'm not even going to lie to you. If you see my previous video, I'm sure I was sick, right? I was really sick. And I went to bed sick. I'm not going to lie to you, but right now I'm feeling 100%. By the time I've even walked all the way from my home is all the way that side on that hill. I don't know if you can see any hill. Yeah, there's a hill behind the trees. My home is all the way there. I walked up, came to this beautiful forest, as you can see, and I'm sitting here listening to Morgan Wallen. If you don't listen to Morgan Wallen, he's a really, really, really good country artist. You should check him out. Yeah, I know. I'm weird, right? I listen to every genre. So what? That's spirituality. I see myself like a multi-dimensional being. And because of that, I see myself like I can like a lot of things. And I like a lot of things. And I express myself that way. So country music is one of my tastes. Morgan Wallen is one of my best country music artists. I think the second one would be like Billy Ray Cyrus, but let's not get into the whole country music discussion. We'll talk about sleep. Now, this, by the time I have even the energy to come here and speak to you about this, and even like take my time out of my day to tell you how important it is for you to sleep, for you to take care of your sleep and sleep max, but just know, whatever I received, whatever healing, whatever download, whatever blessing I received from the ether, from the spiritual plane, from God, from consciousness, I don't even know. Whatever it is, it was very, very important. And it's something that I want to like make sure that most people get. I want more people to get that. Look, I'm about to get jumped still. Anyway, so I want you to make sure that you are somebody who maximizes their sleep. You understand? Look, Dean is scared. Dean, did you almost get jumped? You scared of that guy? Come on, Dean. This is my protector, by the way. This is my protector, by the way, man. This is why I say don't trust light-skinned niggas, bro. Yeah, so the habits that I did before sleep, that you can replicate, so that you can also have that kind of healing experience that I had, that kind of transcendence, just from sleep, just from mere sleep. You just putting your head down, sleeping. But you see, the thing is, yeah, this is actually the main reason why I'm making this video. Most people sleep, but they don't really sleep. You don't realize, like today is the day that I've realized how important it is to have that beautiful quality sleep. Because I'm feeling so refreshed. You don't realize how much of your potential when it comes to sleep that you're sleeping on. That's above. You don't realize how much you're living in the tank. You wake up, you feel groggy or you feel like sad and stuff, and you feel like that's just life. Right? That's just, bro, that's just adulting. That's just business. That's just entrepreneurship. Yeah? It's not, bro. Let's be real. My father came to me after I told him about all of this, and he had a download. I know it's a download because there's a way when you're spiritual, you can hear downloads coming from other people. You will see avatars coming to tell you things that are like messages from within. So my father had this download. He came and he told me, he was like, you see this beautiful sleep that you're having right now? I mean, this beautiful health and feeling that you're having after that nice sleep that you had, that is your default. I'm paraphrasing, but he said this is the default of a human being. My father is also on this path, so he's tapped in. He's able to channel. He said, this is the default. This is basically your birthright. This is what you're supposed to feel like every time you wake up in the morning. But just because of our lifestyle, our beliefs, our habits, our frequency, our energy, all that, we don't get to tap into this beautiful natural force of healing, this beautiful energy. You understand? So those words like hit me deep. I was like, damn. Damn. He was like, hey, am I cooking? I was like, you've cooked. Those words hit me deep, and I was like, yeah. So all I have to do is keep maximizing my sleep. Now I keep teasing you with the habits, but let me put it out there, man. No more teasers, okay? Habit number 1: take off all your lights for almost 2 hours. You see, for me, I'm hacking, right? I'm gonna be a bit extreme because I'm hacking. We're hacking. We're talking about hacks. We're not talking about just, like lifestyle. Do this simple. Okay, I'm talking about hacking. That means straight to results. Switch off all lights, everything that contains blue light, any sort of light at night, for 2 hours before you sleep. You understand? Before you sleep, switch off all lights for 2 hours. What this is going to do is it is going to help your body produce the amount of melatonin required for you to get into a deep REM sleep. REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. This is the deepest sleep that you can get. This is where you dream, which usually occurs about, is it 4 hours after you go back, after you fall asleep. 4 hours after you fall asleep. That's when you have REM sleep. Now, this REM sleep is the most important sleep. It is basically the sleep that heals you. And it's the one that I will account to my beautiful presence and higher consciousness today. I mean, bro, who the hell is just chilling in a forest? Listen to that cicada. You know what I'm saying? But it's that REM sleep that's important. So you want your body to produce melatonin in the right amounts at the right time so that you can fall into that sleep easier in that night. So you do that by limiting the amount of light that you see 2 hours before. So me, I removed lights. I was moving through the night, just like, your eyes can adjust. When you're used to seeing lights and when you're with a lot of exposure to light at night, your eyes become, it's like, what do they call it? The pupils become small. You know what I mean? So it like prevents the amount of light entering. You understand? So everything else that's dark at that time will end up becoming extra dark. So what you do is you avoid light. So now your pupils are open. You understand? The pupils are more open, and this allows more light to enter, more photons to enter. So now it's kind of like you unlock night vision at that point. You become like a cat, like a dog. Where's Dean? Speaking of dogs, oh, he's over there. You can see him. Little Dean. You become like a dog. You can see at night. So I do that 2 hours before sleeping. Not every night, but last night, I'm talking about last night. Listen, I'm using last night as a case study right now. I'm using it as a case study, just so that you can take notes, okay? This is me giving a direct experience that happened a few hours ago, not so long ago, just a few hours ago. So 2 hours before bed, no lights. Then the next habit, the next twist, hack that you can do to sleep max is mouth tape. Mouth tape is something that I was not using my whole life, but I just recently started using it. I mostly used it because of my mewing streak, trying to keep a mewing streak. If you understand what that means, that's Sleepmaxxing terms now. If you're really Gen Z and all that, you understand what I mean. But mewing is basically you changing your facial structure to become more visually appealing. You guys think people are just born handsome, just born good looking and everything. You're mistaken. You can literally change that stuff. You understand? So hold on, bro. Somebody is calling me. The CEO is calling me right now. I'm looking at my phone right now, and Kier is calling me. Let me pick up Kier's phone because he's high consciousness. Let me pick up his call and get back to you right now. A few moments later. I don't usually end my videos or pause my videos to pick up calls, but I want you to understand that this guy is one of the most important guys to me. I'm just saying. That's my brother. That's my brother. So, oh God, he's calling again, but I'm not picking up this time. Ah! But yeah, this is my brother, so I had to pick up. But I was telling you about Sleepmaxxing, and I was telling you about habit number 2, which is mouth tape. So I started putting on mouth tape to promote my mewing streak, like I said. And mewing is basically changing your facial structure to become more visually appealing. This is where you use your tongue at the roof of your mouth to push out your fascia and to allow more space for your maxilla to move forward. This is a bit technical, but majorly what it does is it makes your face more angled and makes it like better and brings out that jawline well. As you can see, look at my jawline. Been mewing badly. So I mew every day throughout my day. I made it natural. I've been mewing for about 1 year now, I think, like subconsciously. But then the mouth tape, it's been like a few weeks. You understand? It's been a few weeks. So that mouth tape, what it does is I put a little strip. I get a little strip of like, is it masking tape? Is it called masking tape? Yeah, I think it's masking tape. And I'll put like a small one. It's better if you use the porous tape, the surgical tape, the one that they use for first aid and all that. But you get a little bit, like a small strip, like this size, the size of my like finger, not my finger, but like my fingertip, and I put it right here, my fingernail, yeah, put it right here. Now that little here, right here, that's enough to keep your mouth closed the whole night. What it's going to do is it's going to promote nasal breathing. It's going to allow you to breathe more clearly through your nose. You're going to be breathing in 4K, if not HD, if not 720p. You understand? Depending on how blocked your nose is. But you're going to be breathing in HD. And even when I was sick, I was doing this. When I had my cold just a few days ago, I was doing this. It was not easy, but yeah, you know, you get used to it. I missed like one night because my nose was like completely blocked. But if I can breathe from my nose, I'd rather do it, yeah? So, it's like this. Basically, you put that mouth tape every night. So the easiest way that you can hack this habit and to make it a default, something that you don't need to overthink about, is to put tape on your pillow. That's what I do. I put tape on my pillow. Whenever I make my bed in the morning, I put tape on my pillow. It's like leave it there. Just leave the roll of tape on your pillow. What this is gonna do is it's gonna like subconsciously, whenever you go to bed and you feel the tape, you're gonna put it on your lips, and it's gonna let you breathe very well. You know all the benefits of nasal breathing. If you don't, go look it up, man. You know what I mean? Ask ChatGPT. You'll see there's a lot of benefits to nasal breathing. Basically, it's the best way to breathe. Yeah, so I've given you 2 beautiful habits. I've told you to reduce the amount of light at night or remove lights 2 hours before bed. Then I've told you the mouth tape. Then another one that I'll tell you is fasting 4 hours before sleep. I want you to make sure that 4 hours before sleep, you must eat at least like a maximum of 4 hours before. Is it a maximum at least? I don't even understand. But basically, your last meal has to be 4 hours before you go to bed. That means go to bed after 4 hours of your last meal. So that's something that I did yesterday. I don't always do it, but I try to. Especially, I'm that kind of person who has like a sensitive stomach. I don't want to say sensitive in a sense that, oh, I'm a victim. No, I'm not a victim. I look at it like a gift. Like God made me the kind of person who is supposed to eat healthy. I'm supposed to lead by example. I'm supposed to, like, bad foods cannot survive in my body. Oh damn, I'm getting jumped again. But why am I always getting jumped, bro? There's someone behind me, isn't there? Wait a second. Where's Dean? Dean, come. Come. I don't feel safe without Dean. Where is this nigga at, bro? Did Dean really leave me? Oh, there he is. Come here. Come and sit. So, this guy is trying to greet me, but I'm going to ignore him because I'm in the middle of a beautiful run. And Dean is over here. Dean, sit. So, basically, what we're talking about, those 2 habits. The third one is to fast before you go to bed. You understand? It's very, very important. I'm breathing a bit because it's like my own protector, my Lord and Savior Dean. He disappeared, and then someone appeared behind me. Dog owners know what I'm talking about. Everyone who has a dog knows exactly what I'm talking about. You feel so safe when the dog is near you. Dean, I want you to stay by my side for the rest of this video. Alright? Okay, agreed. So eat nothing 4 hours before you sleep. That's a hack. I'm telling you that. Ooh, that right there, fasted sleep. Just put those three. Okay, I'm gonna just give you those three for today. Put those three habits back to back. Use them as your triad, as your trident against poor sleep. Use them as your weapon against bad living and unhealthy living. Also, I see this as a very good hack because if I've done anything like overworked or any bad habits, or I've done too much, you know what I mean, to my body, and my body is overworked, you get, I see this as a hack for me to avoid burning out. If I can keep doing these three habits every day, whenever I go to bed, I know that I will wake up feeling 100%. Like all my sins will be forgiven when I wake up in the morning. So I see this like this is a hack. Right? So do those three things. That's sleep maxing. That is basically going to boost your sleep like crazy. And you know all the good benefits of a good night's rest. You know them, right? Even Dean knows them. I know Dean sleeps well. Dean, do you sleep well? Look at him. He sleeps so well. I know he does. So lock in, bro. Peace.